Scalpel. Thank you. Hope I get this right. I haven't slept in days. Oh no! Oh no!
I heard you can throw the football really well, Commish.
I can throw the football just as well as I like my rubs. Watch this. What? Objection, Your Honor. He's badgering the witness.
Sustained.
All right, so just finish off this next line of billion lines of code, and I'll have those guys betting all their money. There's no way they're gonna win at fantasy anymore. All this, betting. Anyways, I'm gonna call my bro. I gotta see what's happening. Hello? Hey bro, what's poppin'? Dak still making you wet dream? Baby, it's all good, bro. Oh, I got mustard on my favorite shirt. You know what, bro? I don't even know who to set up all this week in my lineup. Well, if you go this linebacker from Washington, they're paying a run-first offense, so that linebacker is guaranteed to get a bunch of volume, and that's how you will win this one. You the best, man. How the hell do you know all this? You see any women around, bro? Good point, my brother. Good point. You know what? Thanks for all you did for this. There's no way I could ever win without you. I know this. Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's Commish, back here with another draft preview, and this time we got Lucas and Green Lightning, our new co, and a new era as co, and thank God we have a decent co now. Hey guys, Lucas does not take long to accept trades or process trades. If I'm unavailable, and I'm sure the people making the trade really appreciate that. The other thing is Co also trying to promote getting weekly previews of going again and things like that. So anyways, enough about Lucas being as Co, but I just want to say I'm grateful that we now have someone that's at least trustworthy and not going to have someone set their lineup. So I'm just going to get into the preview here. We got Green Lightning and Lucas. One of the best owners in history. He's like the Buffalo Bills. He's got 4 top 3 finishes, but no championship. I did win the championship one year, and I played Lucas in the final, and it was one of the more difficult wins I ever had. I won on literally the last play of fantasy with Josh Allen on a Monday night. It was devastating, I'm sure, for Lucas at the time. And it was a bit bittersweet for me because, anyone else, easier to win. But when you're playing your bro, it's a little bit tougher. So, okay, getting into the keepers here, we got Justin Herbert, your guy, obviously for the Chargers. leading the way at quarterback. And again, you can't win in this league without a quarterback. So, having Herbert, I think probably he's around that range of top 10. So, obviously better than two-thirds of the league of who could have a quarterback, or better than half of the LOC, if you want to look at it that way. Running back, you got the young Bucky Irving, who came out last year, proved himself, and I think he's going to continue to prove himself in that Tampa Bay offense. I think he's the perfect running back for that offense. Baker Mayfield's going to throw the ball a lot, and that's maybe why you picked up Kate Otten at tight end too. I know tight ends are a premium, and Tampa Bay is going to be throwing the ball a lot. But I look at other guys that you could have kept on your team. I mean, Dalton Schultz is one, Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakur could probably be a keeper for sure, and one you could consider over Kate Otten, to be perfectly honest with you. Those would be the two guys for sure that I would say you could consider. Khalil Shakur, I think, being the biggest one, but you're already keeping a couple of wide receivers with George Pickens and Josh Downs. The weird thing is, and again, I'm not going to criticize your team and your ownership, because you've done an excellent job, obviously, with your ownership. But Pickens and Downs are somewhat considered WR2s on their team, although I think both are going to have great years. So I think they're both great keepers. Khalil Shakur is theoretically the WR1 on Buffalo. So that would be something to look at, right? So, if I look at week one projections right now, Sleeper is saying Pickens is going to get 10.58, Josh Downs 8.49, Khalil Shakur 9.92. So something to consider there. I believe you put Downs on the trade block too, so maybe that's what you're thinking, is trade Downs and keep Khalil Shakur. Who knows? And who knows if Khalil Shakur is any good, to be perfectly honest with you. And then your IDP, you got Micah Parsons with the Cowboys. Pretty reliable, I think, IDP there, of a guy who, as long as he can stay off his podcasts, is going to produce. This is where I'm so impressed with your ownership. So when you look at most teams finishing second, third, four top three finishes like you've had in your career, so basically this is our 12th season. So one way to look at it is every 1 out of 3 you're finishing top three, and that's pretty impressive, really, to think about. And what's even more impressive is looking at your draft pick scenario after finishing second. I mean, you got 8 picks in the first 4 rounds. Like, that is incredible. Considering you finished second place, 2 in round one, 11th and 19th, you swindled Deuce Bombers on the Jonathan Brooks trade. I mean, what a trade that was for you. And Jonathan Brooks isn't even going to see a single snap this year for Deuce Bombers. Threw away the draft picks for nothing. It's got to sting. But for you, it's another way or another path to hopefully a year of success. And I do have you as division title contender there. I think it's a 3-horse race between you, Billsy Bobs, and the six, the veterans in that division. The six and Billsy Bobs have one division title each to their name. So I'm sure they would love to see that division crown again. So it's going to be a great watch in the Maple Leaf. Honestly, I think the Maple Leaf division has become more exciting now that True North is out of there. I know it seems bizarre, but yeah, I think it's a better division now. You do have no round 8, 9, so that is something to consider. So there is 43 picks there until you pick again. Looking at rounds 11 to 20, again, kind of all over the map, but you do have 11 picks in 10 rounds here. So obviously that's more ideal than having more picks in the last 9. You do have no round 11. You do have a double dip there in round 12, though, 221, 222. Could almost feel like a round 11, really, since you're picking at the top half there in round 12. And then rounds 21 to 29, yeah, you've done a good job here. Only 6 picks, so that means obviously you have 3 picks in the earlier rounds, in rounds 1 to 20. No 21, no 22, no 27, no 28 here. You are picking Mr. Irrelevant stepbrother, I guess you could say, at 579. Mr. Irrelevant is at 580 with Luke and Too Good for a Name. So you're going to be staying right to the bitter end to make that second to last pick of the draft. Likely first pick for you. I mean, to me, you only have my Bucky Irvin, right, as the running back keeper. And when you get to pick 11, where you pick first, the running backs are starting to get thin. I think most of the rookie running backs will be gone, if not all. when I looked at the projected pick before Najee took his eye out, I had you pegged for Najee Harris to pick 11 here, bar none. Charger, guy that's probably going to get significant snaps. Now that the eye injury has happened, you have to wonder if Najee Harris is still going to be the pick for you, or will it be a veteran like Ramondre Stevenson, who I expect to still get some snaps in New England, or do you switch it up, take a chance on a rookie, go with a guy like Cam Scatabo, a guy who I'm sure will probably get some playing time alongside Tyrone Tracy there in New York. Tyrone Tracy had fumbling issues last year, so if Cam Scatabo can protect the ball, the Giants might prefer to give the ball to him. And I know he's a hard runner. He's a guy that doesn't give up. He likes to break tackles. So who knows? There's other directions you could go. I think guys like Matthew Golden will still be available here too. Packers rookie wide receiver. So there's a bunch of directions you can go in. It really just depends on which way you want to go. Storylines for you. Well, I touched on this already. Most top three finishes in history with four. You are like the Buffalo Bills. You've been there so many times, but just cannot win the prize, which is gotta hurt even more sometimes than finishing 19th, 20th. The one thing I'm so impressed with your ownership, no dramatic downturns. I mean, you're finishing second here. It's not like you're all of a sudden, holy shit, I'm in a survival year, right? It's not happening for you. You're showing consistent success here. The Jonathan Brooks trade, what a swindle that was. And that helps with not having a dramatic downturn. And the last thing I'm going to say is, oh my God, after, what was it? I guess 11 years of a co that was always against me. Everything I would suggest, he's going the other way. And then we found out someone else was setting his lineup when he won the championship 2 years ago, which is to me, again, that's cheating, right? I don't know if anyone else finds that as cheating. Obviously, the guy also helped him draft because all of a sudden our prior co um, all of a sudden knew IDPs when he didn't know IDPs his entire career. We saw what he did last year without the help, right? So it's just nice to move on and now have a co that I can trust and one that's yeah, here to support me instead of being against me. And I'm sure that's what the league wants to see is commissioners working in collaboration with one another, but also, being accountable for one another as well. So anyways, Lucas, I hope you have an awesome year this year. I hope you find success in the draft, and I appreciate you taking the role as co on. And yeah, best of luck to you this year.